All right, YouTube, this is what you have all been waiting for. Okay, I've gotten a lot of comments in the past few days, like, where is the Diamond gameplay review? You did every other one but Diamond. What are you doing, Sweat? And it's because I was struggling to find someone who was in Diamond that was willing to send me their gameplay, honestly. I had a couple people message me that were struggling in Diamond, but they couldn't get their Elgato to work, or they couldn't get their PS4 to work, or, like, there were so many issues that I had to go around. But finally, I got my boy Verde to send me a gameplay. He is in Diamond 4, but I can guarantee you that there are predators in this lobby because he was playing with a Diamond 3 teammate, and I have personally played against so many people that are in his lobby and know them by name, and I can guarantee you, so save your comments for the birds, boys. I can guarantee you that this is a Predator and Master lobby, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a lot to say, a lot of things that I think he could fix up and touch on to get him to Masters or Predator rank. And drop a thumbs up if you guys like this video, because I know you guys have been asking for it forever. Let's get 1,000 likes. Let's get crazy and drop 1,000 likes on this video. I know you guys can do it. And without further ado, let's hop into the gameplay review. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right off the rip, you guys can see we are hopping on with Zombie Hacker, Verde Beast, and Fills the Void. And the combination they are going to be running in this video is going to be Watson, Caustic, and Gibraltar. Not a bad combo overall, but they don't really have a way out if they get stuck in the wide open other than Gibby's Dome, so they're going to be wanting to play very, very close to buildings. Obviously, they got Watson's to block up the doors and the windows, and Caustic to trap everything out. And just as a reassurance that it is indeed a Predator and Diamond 3 and above lobby, we got Fills the Void on the right, Diamond 3, and the middle guy right here, Breezy, is a Diamond 3 as well, so this is definitely a Diamond 3 and above lobby, I guarantee you. Like I said, I know a couple people in this lobby that I'll point out later on. And just like in every other gameplay review video, I will be hopping in if I really notice anything crazy that's happening. And that'll start in just a minute here. So I hope you guys do enjoy once again. And let's start the reaction.
Spotted one. Distant.
All right, so first thing I noticed right off the bat, he's doing a good job of looking at his surroundings, making sure that no one's landing really close to them. They should be specifically paying attention to the cities near them and where people are landing. But right off the bat here, you're going to see these guys make a crucial mistake. And that is going to be that Verde lands at that little building with barely any loot. And if he's ever been here before in his life, which I know he has, I know him personally, and I guarantee he's landed here before, there is no loot in that building. There's barely any loot, and what they should be doing right here is looting the 3 corners of Slum Lakes and meeting in the middle, and they did not do that right there. You saw Void land to the left at the same little group of buildings as Verde did, so they're going to take a lot longer to loot than they should be right now. And also, you're going to see Zombie Hacker over at Waterfall already, where there's not a ton of loot over there, and he's very separated from the team, so God forbid anybody landed over there, or anybody landed at Slum Lakes that they didn't see late, they could get easily ambushed here. And a 3v1 in a Predator to Diamond lobby is not good whatsoever.
Body shield here. Level 3. Extended light mag here. Level 2. I say we move this way.
You can see right here, the loot time could obviously be increased a little bit. That's just going to come with game sense and game time, playing the game more and more, getting more familiar where the loot is. And you can see he only loots half the right side of slums. So that's going to be a bit of a problem. And his teammates actually going to come back later and loot the farther side of slums. So they're just all over the place with the looting right here. Like I said, they should be looting the 3 corners of slums. Depends on where you're landing. And also, Hold My R9 and Toy, they are definitely Predators. Once again, another reassurance. You guys want to look it up. I've played against them many times. Go ahead, search up their Apex trackers, whatever you got to do. But I just want to make sure, drill it into your head so nobody comments, this is a Platinum lobby. This is definitely a Predator lobby, I guarantee you. So you can see right here what I was talking about here. Zombie Hacker, sorry, is going to go on the right side, and he's going to loot the far right side. It's just a bunch of cluster, you know what I mean? They're just running back and forth, grabbing loot when they should be either picking up the loot, bringing it to each other, you know what I mean? But now Verde's going off on his own. See where he is compared to the rest of his team in the top left of the screen right now? on the map. He is nowhere near anybody. Like I said, God forbid somebody comes out of the bridge in front of him right here and tries to attack him. He's screwed. There's no way he's fighting a whole team. I don't care who you are. In Predator lobbies, there's not many people that can fight off full teams when you have nobody shooting around you. It's very, very rare because everybody can hit their shots in these higher tiers. So that's just a little thing to keep in mind. Actually, a big thing. If somebody were to be here, it would be a problem. But luckily, nobody's here this game, so we don't have to worry about it.
Optics here. Close range. Ultimate accelerant here.
So another quick thing. I don't want to keep saying it, but they're just looting for way too long in Slum Lakes. They should have been cleared this out and rotated either to runoff or to pit or to waterfall or to bridge. One of those 4 places, they should have already been rotated. And that was the first time we looked at the map, I think. So we also got to look at the map a little sooner, know where the rotation should end up. And personally, in my experience, in Predator lobbies, in Gold lobbies, Platinum lobbies, doesn't matter what kind of lobbies you're in, I like to go for kills off the rip, especially if you have a full team. I know he's playing with people that he knows. This isn't a solo queue lobby. But he should be pushing a team off the rip if you're confident in your gun skill. If you're not confident in your gun skill, then I guess you could play for the end game every single time. But some points off the rip is good. And you're going to see why it's good towards the end of this video. Because it would have came in clutch if they fought people in the beginning here.
Select fire.
All right, so right here, we got a nice team rotation happening. Everybody's in the same vicinity right here. I would go high left right here. It looks like Void's going to go down. It looks like they're all going to go down low. I would try to keep high ground as much as possible. My God, I drill it into your heads every single gameplay review video. They got the left side absolutely clear. They could head through artillery. And you see there is a caustic in front of them somewhere, so they know there's people around them. If they take this zip line, they're absolutely screwed. There could be a team waiting, head glitching them, get some easy kills on them, just wipe them real quick. But it seems like they're going underneath. And the only problem with going underneath right here, you're at an ultimate low ground right here, right? You could get shot at from the right now. They could drop down on you and shoot you. There's so many spots that they could get shot from. Whereas if they went up to the left through artillery, they at least know where everybody is, okay? They at least know that there's only that one team that could be in front of them and then to the right of them. But now, it's like they're on a compass. They're on a swivel. They have to look in every single direction right now because people could be everywhere. And they're honestly at a terrible spot right now in this little gorge. So, and especially with their legends, you want to keep in mind, like I said in the beginning of the game, they're screwed if they're out in the open. Okay, you got your Gibby bubble. Fills the Void has his Gibby bubble for only a short period of time. What is it, like 12 seconds now? So they're not going to be able to do much. So once that bubble goes away, they're kind of just sitting ducks in the open. And another thing right here, Verde, you should be looking to the left right now. There's no camera swivel rotation. Left and to the right in that gap. Make sure you're always swiveling your head, making sure that there's no enemies that you don't see. That's what I noticed right here, is that you need to look around a little more. Empty bin right there. We'd love to see it. But now they're just going to loot up for a quick second. I'm going to check back in with you guys once they head over to this charging station. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what I think is going to happen there.
We got ourselves a new kill leader. Heavy ammo here. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Just quickly, I know they're about to engage right here, and this is what I was talking about, but he has the same sight on both weapons. Not really a long-range sight, and I don't think his teammates do either, because it's going to come back to bite him in the butt later on in the game. But I don't think his teammates have G7s or charge rifles or any type of sniper scopes or anything that could really help him long range, and that's going to be huge. I preach that too in a lot of my videos. So it looks like they're taking over the building. Make sure to throw these traps. Make sure to trap out this building. Make sure that nobody can get in here. He's got 2 traps to use right now, right? He should be throwing these down on the doors. Making sure, because they're about to get pushed in a second. Even if they don't know it, they should be throwing down those traps, and Watson should be holding down that house right now.
We are not alone. Look over here.
It's a right here. They got people right on him from underneath. A good little play, and he actually kills one of the best people in the lobby right here. He knocks the one, and the teammates actually fall back right here. I'm not sure if there was a third party. Could have been a third party team coming in, and that's why they wanted to back off. But you're going to see right here that they totally fall back and just avoid this fight in general. And I would have definitely third party, because you're the only one with points right here, Verde. You and Void. Maybe Void has an assist. I'm not too sure of his situation right now. But you should be heading back and third partying this. You can see right here, he used his ultimate. And Verde is actually going to make a pretty crucial mistake right here. He's going to throw his ultimate and thinking he's going to get it back right when he charges that station. It's not the case. It's actually when the caustic gas like evaporates and it's all done with, then you can get another ultimate. So he basically just wasted his ultimate throwing it out in the open. And that could come in very, very clutch later. So that was a big mistake right there. And I don't even know if the Gibby strike was done. So I don't know if any of them got their ultimates from that. That's just a thing to keep in mind. They definitely want to take better advantage of their charge up station right there. And that could save them later on in the game, honestly.
Ring closes in a minute.
You guys can see we are only about 10 minutes into the video right now, 10 or so minutes, give it or take, with the intro involved. But there is 7 squads left, so you know a lot of these teams are going to be in final circle. We still got another 10 minutes left of this video, so there is definitely going to be a lot of squads in the final zones, and you guys are going to see exactly how diamond zones are playing differently than my other solo series that I'm working on right now, working all the way from bronze to masters solo. You're going to see how the circles are played absolutely tremendously differently in the higher rankings.
Optics here. Mid-range.
So you guys saw that ping on the 3 times right there. I don't know if Verde knows or can control the 3 times sight well on the Havoc, but the Havoc is actually pretty nasty with the 3 times sight on. All you got to do is really pull down on your right stick to control the Havoc. No matter really what sight it has on it, you could put a 2 to 4 on it, you could put a 3 times on it, but he has no real range at the moment. He's only got that 1 to 2 scope on it. And right now they're just locking down a house on the edge of zone. So I once again want to stress that I don't think any of them have really too much range in their arsenal, and that's going to be a problem later on in the game. See right here, controlling that Havoc. Make sure you're pulling down on that right stick, Verde. The recoil control, it's jumping a lot for you when it shouldn't be moving that much. That's just the thing that you're going to have to hop into the firing range and practice and practice and practice with to get it down perfectly. And right there, they know they're going around the other side of the mountain. Okay, those people aren't going to peek back. There's no reason for them to come back your way. So they should be rotating up to the left already and trying to get a good position in the next zone, because there's no way those people are going to rotate back around that side. That would just be absolutely stupid of them, and there's very little chance that they do that. All right, so right now, again, you guys can see them rotating left. And go all the way left. Oh my god. Go to high ground. I say it so many times. To the left. Void. I know they're looting this box right now, but you guys are going to see they're not going to go up to the left when they should be. I mean, maybe his teammates are behind him, but Brady's going straight down the middle and not really looking to the left. I don't even think his teammates went to the left. Nobody's looking to the left. There could be a whole team skeeving up there, especially in these high ranks. You guys do not know what people do for these points. It's like $100,000 tourney every single game in these matches. There could 100% be a squad up to your left, and that's the fact of the matter. Like, I don't like that they didn't look to the left. It's just a thing to keep in mind right there. And also, if they're going to hold down this house, I'm not sure if they're going to keep holding down this house, but he should get to the house across the street to the right. Just so you can't get shot from, like, the mountain and stuff like that. It looks like they're going to head into deep zone. It is not a bad play, though. I want to reinforce that nobody's really looking back to the left or to the right, so they just need better game awareness, I think. And no offense to these other guys, I don't know how good these other people are in his lobby, but it looks like their game sense is not Predator level. They might have been Predator in the past. I don't know. Don't take it personally, guys, but it doesn't seem like you guys are looking around enough. I don't know what's happening right here. Controller died. Maybe he's just standing here, but just something that I'm noticing, guys.
Warning. Ring closing.
We are inside the next trap is set. Data soon. Trap set.
Alright, so now they're trapping off this angle. They know that the zone can only end in 2 spots right here. I think they have some sort of zone knowledge. Once you get up to the Predator lobbies and the Diamond lobbies and the Platinum lobbies even, you guys should know what zones close where. It's just going to come from game sense, game knowledge, and repetition. Once you play the game more and more in rank, there's only so many end zones there can be. And you guys are going to see that they're going to repeat each other. So they know that this could be an end zone, which I can confirm that it is. But unfortunately, it's not going to pull their way. It's going to go to the other side of the map. And this is going to put them in a really tough spot to rotate to. And you guys are going to see here in a minute how much of a struggle it is for them to get to the spot that they want to. Alright, so right now, what I'd be doing is there's really no chance they could come from that bridge. There's no reason for them to be coming from that bridge. They're in front of you. They're all in zone. Like I said, they're not going to push from the bridge to you guys. So I would be looking at that spot right in front to the left right now of Verde. To the south side. They should be looking that way, trying to get some picks from people rotating into zone. We're actually going to see here in just a second that there is a team coming from that way. And we'll see what they do here. But at the moment, it looks like a lot of just looking around. There's not really much happening right now when they should be scouting out as many teams as possible, pinging the locations of each squad, and knowing where they're going to end up for the later zones. You know what I mean? Just always being one step ahead of your opponents is absolutely crucial in the higher ranks. Just keep that in mind. You always want to be thinking ahead.
I suggest we do some research in this area.
All right, so right here was what I was talking about earlier. They should be cutting these guys off. I know it's a full team, but they're rotating in from zone at a super weird angle, and they could have got some easy shots off on them. Instead, they decide to let him go, and I know for a fact that, okay, Verde has a point, right? The Gibby might have a point, but the Watson has no points right now. There's no way, unless he got some miracle shots off on that dude. Toy in the beginning of the game, he has no points right now, so they're looking really poor on the point side of thing. And even if they win this game, let's say they wipe the last squad only, they only have 4 points, and the Watson's gonna have 3, so they're not even getting max points. They should have definitely taken that fight. And what's the worst that could happen, right? They're not gonna shoot them and push up at their angle. It's not gonna happen, okay? If, like, the worst case scenario, the Gibby throws down his dome and it's all good. But we see this one random person just pushing behind him for absolutely no reason. I don't know. Apparently that was a solo. I don't know how that was a solo, but apparently it was just a solo behind him, and they wiped him nice and easy. So there's an extra point. Unfortunately, Verde didn't get any shots off on him because he didn't really hear him or didn't see him or whatever the case may be. But at least everybody has at least 1 point now. So we're looking a little better. But in this situation, if Verde has max points right now, he's looking at a positive like 52 compared to a positive 7. So it's a big difference if he got eliminated right at this point. And You guys can see right now they have a hard, really hard rotation into the final zone right here. We're just going to see how they play that right now. My boys are getting caustic trapped out the butthole right here. This man has traps placed everywhere. Every single person is getting caustic trapped right here. And what I would do right here, you see that canister on the right, the far one in the back, not the one directly to the right, but in the, like the far right. You guys know what I mean. Where Void is sitting right now. I would get on top of that. That's a nasty head glitch. You guys can play those as amazing head glitches. It looks like what Verde is going to do is just head peek the left side, and it's always better to peek the right side. I know he can in this scenario, but get the head glitch on the right there. I don't know if he knew that you could use that for a little head glitch, but it's definitely the move right there. Get some easy shots off on those guys. And it looks like they are going to want to play underneath right here, and there's going to be a couple problems that arise here. You guys are going to see in just a second. So right now, he's doing a good job of throwing all his traps down. They got to pick a spot as to where they are going to sit, though. So that's the location. He should have been saving every trap for that certain location. And he's doing a good job in going back and picking it up. Almost actually goes down there, though. So that almost bit him in the ass. And the Watson right now, she throws up her ultimate, right? She has more fences than she's putting down right here. You get fences back like nothing with the ultimate up. So the Watson should be putting down fences every which direction. And the less lines of sight for the enemies, the better. So she should be putting down the fences even more than she's doing. She's doing a pretty good job, but she should be having those down in every single spot. Because as a Watson, your greatest defense is lines of sight. Blocking off lines of sight with the fences. So that's what she should be doing right here. And Verde is doing a good job of throwing down his traps when he gets them. They're kind of exposed to the right there. I don't know if they know there's a team there, but that might come in later and bite him in the butt here. So now they're kind of just sitting there. They got a knock up top. You guys can see the other two teams are fighting, and they should be pushing this once another knock happens, or they actually waited too long there. But once that first knock happened, they should have been pushing up and attacking this team. Third partying them would have probably been the best bet, because now they're on ultimate low ground, and the other team is at high ground, so they're automatically at a disadvantage. I don't care if you have caustic traps. I don't care if you have a Watson trap. You can already see they're getting pummeled from the right side here. So you always want to try to get high ground. And also, that Gibraltar ult was a little early. Okay, you can guarantee that he's not going to get that back for the rest of the game. And if he had it in this final zone, you're going to see that it would help him out tremendously, because all they're doing is playing on the roof at the end and playing on these little staircases. So right here, they're in quite a pickle. I'm surprised, honestly, nobody jumped down. They probably could have won the fight if they jumped down, or somebody could be peeking from the corner of the house right now, which the opposing team is not doing. I don't know why. Throwing down some traps right here. Make sure you shoot that. Good stuff. And we got a guy peeking right there, so teammate actually goes down. Decent use of the ult right there. It's just to protect his teammate and maybe get his teammate up. The bubble helps get his teammate up, which is clutch. And right here, it just comes down to hip-fire accuracy. We need to get that hip-fire accuracy up. And that's obviously going to be fixing the firing range and stuff. But that Pathfinder should have been dead, and that other guy should have been dead if there was a decent hip-fire right there. So now we got everybody healing up. Zombie Hacker barely has any health. They're getting trapped by Caustic, so he's going to be a little late to shoot this trap, which is barely going to allow Zombie to get that off. And right now, the biggest point in the game, they knocked the Caustic. You can see Zombie Hacker's health, and you can see Fill the Void's health. They should be pushing at all costs. This is do or die moment right here. You need to be pushing right here. Either win the game or lose the game to push the Caustic, because they got a guy down, and you guys can see Pathfinder pushes up, does a good amount of damage to Beast, throws his trap, but the Pathfinder has his grapple, grapples right back up, and they still have high ground right here, you know what I mean? And Void's going to try to go up and run right into the trap. This was a bad play on their part. Everybody on that team was up. That wasn't a good team by any means, like, no offense to them, but they could have won that 1,000 times over. It was just too many mistakes on their part. Like I said, a quick recap of what I noticed right there. From the beginning of the game, it was just the looting was a little poor. We need to spread out where we loot. And towards the end of the game right there, it was just a matter of fact of keeping consistent high ground. That's what ended up losing them the game. Keeping consistent high ground and using their ultimates correctly. because they kind of lacked, like, at the end right there that you saw. That's what costed them the game. But that is my review of Verde Beast gameplay. I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember to drop a like if you did, and hopefully this guys can help you break out of Diamond and into Masters and Predator. It's been Sweat. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out.